Have you ever wondered how a small island nation like England became a global superpower? Let's journey back to a time long before the rise of the British Empire, to the early origins of England. From the haunting echoes of Celtic tribes roaming the vast landscapes to the formidable might of the Roman Empire, leaving an indelible mark on the island's history and culture. The formation of the Kingdom of England in the 10th century was a pivotal moment that consolidated the nation's power. But the road to sovereignty was fraught with challenges. The Viking invasions disrupted the realm, testing the resilience of its people. Yet, it was the Norman conquest in the 11th century that truly transformed the nation, bringing a wave of cultural, political, and architectural revolution. These significant events, each a piece of the intricate puzzle, shaped the country's future, laying the groundwork for its global ascendancy. Thus, the stage was set for England's ascension from a remote island to a world ruler. But how did England transform from a feudal society into a global empire? The rise of the British Empire was a complex process, rooted in the establishment of overseas colonies in the 16th and 17th centuries. These colonies were initially set up for trade purposes and were scattered across various parts of the globe, from the Americas and the Caribbean to Africa and Asia. This period also saw the growth of England as a naval power. With the development of advanced shipbuilding techniques and navigational tools, England was able to explore and conquer new territories. The seas became the highways of the British Empire, linking its far-flung colonies and facilitating the movement of people, goods, and ideas. The power of England was not just in its physical expansion, but also in its economic prowess. The rise of the empire was fueled by growing trade networks and the exploitation of resources in the colonies. The establishment of the East India Company in the early 17th century, for instance, paved the way for the domination of trade in the Indian Ocean. The lucrative trade in sugar, tobacco, and later cotton from the American colonies further boosted England's wealth. Technological advancements also played a crucial role in the expansion of the British Empire. The advent of the steam engine in the late 18th century revolutionized transportation and industry, enabling England to manufacture goods on a large scale and transport them to its colonies faster and more efficiently. In essence, the rise of the British Empire was a result of a confluence of factors, from the pursuit of wealth and power to advancements in technology and navigation. It was a period marked by exploration, expansion, and exploitation, leading to a global dominance that was unprecedented in history. The phrase, "the sun never sets on the British Empire," was coined during this period, reflecting the vastness of its territories that spanned different time zones. Indeed, at its peak, the British Empire was the largest empire in history, covering almost a quarter of the world's land area and ruling over a fifth of its population. At its peak, the sun never set on the British Empire, a testament to England's global dominance. Scene script. However, it wasn't just military might that propelled England to the forefront of world affairs. Let's turn our attention now to a period of profound transformation that forever altered the course of England's history, the Industrial Revolution. This was a time of extraordinary innovation and technological breakthroughs that reshaped not only England's economic structure, but also its social fabric. Imagine a world before the hum of machinery, the billowing smoke of factories, or the rhythmic clatter of trains. This was England at the dawn of the 18th century. However, as the century wore on, a profound shift began to take place. Innovations in technology, from the steam engine to the spinning jenny, revolutionized the way goods were produced. No longer were products painstakingly crafted by hand. Instead, machines could churn out goods at an unprecedented rate, ushering in an era of mass production. But the influence of the Industrial Revolution extended beyond the factory walls. It transformed England's transportation networks too. The advent of steam-powered locomotives and ships allowed for faster and more efficient transportation of goods and people. This opened up new markets and opportunities, effectively shrinking the world and consolidating England's position as a global leader. Yet, the Industrial Revolution was not only about machines and markets. It also brought about a seismic shift in England's social structure. The demand for labor in factories led to a massive migration from the countryside to cities, birthing a new class of urban industrial workers. This shift had profound implications, leading to changes in living conditions, family structures, and even legislation. In essence, the Industrial Revolution was a catalyst that propelled England from a largely agrarian society to a modern industrial nation. The impact of this transformation on England's economic and social structure was far-reaching and enduring, solidifying its position on the global stage. The Industrial Revolution effectively transformed England into the world's workshop. And as we'll see in the next segment, this wasn't the end, but rather the beginning of a series of challenges and transformations that would continue to shape England's trajectory as a world leader. But no empire lasts forever. What factors contributed to England's decline as a world power? To understand this, we must first delve into the turmoil of the two world wars. The First World War laid bare the vulnerabilities of Great Britain. The immense cost in human lives and economic resources was a heavy burden, leaving the country in a state of physical and psychological exhaustion. The Second World War further exacerbated these issues. Despite emerging victorious, England was left financially crippled and socially fractured. Moreover, the aftermath of these wars led to a shift in global power dynamics. The United States and the Soviet Union emerged as new superpowers, while England and its European neighbors were left in a state of recovery. The once unassailable British Empire found itself grappling with a new world order, in which it no longer held a central role. And then came the process of decolonization. The end of the Second World War marked the beginning of a wave of independence movements across the colonies. India, the jewel in the British crown, gained independence in 1947, setting a precedent for other colonies. From Africa to Asia, nations began to break away from the British Empire, seeking their own paths to sovereignty. This process was far from smooth. It was marked by political upheaval, social unrest, and in some cases, violent conflict. Yet it was also a time of hope and renewal for the nations striving for self-determination. Decolonization dealt a significant blow to England's global standing. Not only did it result in a loss of territories and resources, but it also marked a symbolic end to British supremacy. The empire that once boasted that the sun never set on its territories was now watching as one by one, those territories slipped from its grasp. The World Wars and decolonization painted a stark picture of the British Empire's decline. The empire had been stretched to its limits, and the cracks were starting to show. The cost of maintaining global dominance had become too great, and the empire was forced to retreat. The sun finally set on the British Empire, marking the end of an era. So where does that leave England today? In the post-colonial era, England has undergone a significant transformation, adapting and evolving to meet the demands of an increasingly globalized world. No longer the ruler of a vast empire, England has found a new role as a key player in the global economy and the sphere of international politics. In the wake of decolonization, England's economy underwent a profound shift. Heavy industries, once the backbone of the nation's economy, dwindled, and the focus shifted towards service industries, including finance, education, and health. Today, London stands tall as one of the world's leading financial centers, its skyline a testament to England's economic resilience and adaptability. The societal and cultural landscape of England has also been transformed. Waves of immigration have brought in a rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions, adding a vibrant multicultural dimension to English society. This diversity has not been without its challenges, but it has made England a more diverse and cosmopolitan nation. Globalization has further shaped modern England, influencing everything from its economy to its cuisine. Today, you're as likely to find a Thai restaurant in London as a traditional fish and chip shop, a testament to England's openness to global influences. In the realm of international politics, England continues to wield considerable influence. As a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council and a key member of the G7, England plays a pivotal role in addressing global challenges, from climate change to conflict resolution. Culturally, England's influence remains undeniable. From the global reach of the English language to the worldwide popularity of its music, literature, and film, England continues to export its culture far beyond its borders. So while England may no longer rule the waves, its influence continues to ripple across the globe. The Sceptred Isle has adapted, evolved, and transformed, finding new ways to exert its influence in a rapidly changing world. While no longer a world ruler, England continues to influence global affairs through its economic power, cultural export, and diplomatic initiatives. To sum up, England's journey from a remote island to a global power is a tale of resilience, innovation, and adaptation. This nation, once a sceptred isle, rose to dominate the world stage, its influence reaching far beyond its shores. From the establishment of the British Empire, England became a beacon of power and progress, its reach extending to the far corners of the globe. The Industrial Revolution further cemented its position, transforming not just England but the world, introducing new technologies and ways of life. Yet this rise was not without its challenges. World wars and the process of decolonization marked a shift in global dynamics, ushering in a period of transformation for England. In the face of these challenges, modern England has adapted and evolved, maintaining its relevance on the global stage. As we've seen, the history of England isn't just the history of a country, it's the history of a world shaped by that country's influence.